What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. Those of you catching replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. With these live chats, you can take part right along with us. So, interesting haul. I've heard so many people bring up this brand that I was doing some shopping the other day, and I was like, let me grab some. Supposedly like chrome on steroids, and I believe this is kind of like Ventus. They have other ones, but I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy those two. And like I told you guys in the Carolina Herrera haul, I have more 212 VIP flankers coming. I still have VIP Black and VIP Wins coming in a different package, but these are all four that I bought from FragranceNet. So I figured, instead of doing a recorded video, we do a live stream because I did a couple hauls on recorded videos. I got some more I'm going to do on recorded videos, trying to mix it up because I've had some feedback with people missing. Not everybody wants to watch the live streams. Everybody wants to hear me curse and cut up and all that. Some of them just want the fragrance talk. I get it. So I'm trying to do kind of split the difference with some of the fragrance hauls being traditionally recorded like they used to be before. So I appreciate all of you being here. I am continuing on the path of Blue Fragrance Week. Legend Blue. For those of you that didn't see the shorts sin of the day, I am wearing George Atkinson's Fuck Me Wow shirt today. I've actually gotten small enough to where I could wear this very athletic fit medium. It's a small ass shirt. When he gave it to me, I was like, man, it don't fit. It's a very snug medium. I got a bunch of I've been wearing mediums. No big deal, but this is a tight fitting medium. So now I've lost enough weight to where I've gotten down flat, depleted, and less body fat to where I can wear it now. So shout outs to Captain Filmmaker, formerly known as the Fragrance Apprentice. So we'll dive into this around the 10-minute or so mark. I see we got 70 people already. Quick, fast, and hurry. Hit that thumbs up on your way, and it does help feed the algorithm. So let's see who's doing what here in the chat. Joel, good to see you, sir. Santal Volcanique. Isola Blue. Flexing on people, huh? You, sir, so far. You're the best smelling guy in the chat, in my opinion. First Instinct together. Great blue. Great blue. Mr. M.A. Styles. Mercedes-Benz Man Bright. Ryan just picked that up yesterday. Ryan Bork, which I'm sure we'll see here in the chat in a little bit. He picked that up yesterday. He came across. He's been hitting the rack stores the last couple of days. So Cajun Caveman. Why sell why elixir? Dace, is that you? Because I don't know which profile on YouTube is my childhood friend Dace. You guys don't know, but he's big time in the fragrance. He's on the Facebook groups and everything. And I know he watches. And I've never seen Dace pop up anywhere. So is that you? Is this your profile? Have I finally figured out which one is you? Let me know. I won't say your last name. Not everybody needs to know what's up, but is that you? Wild Fruits. Oh, man. As it started to fade, I resprayed with Cedrat Boisé, which gave Wild Fruits a bright, creamy citrus punch. I bet they work really well together. They're kind of birds of a feather, very similar in many ways. Jay, good to see you. Coach from in. Haven't picked out a sin of the night. Randy with the super chat. Merry Christmas, Bro Namath. Wearing Fico di Amalfi. I sure appreciate the $9.99 super chat. Tip your waiter, guys. Buy this man a box of chocolates and some Little Debbie's. So, yeah. So I'm not doing the show next week. We had a come to Jesus meeting on my check-in this morning because I got to lose like another 5 or 6 pounds of body fat, realistically. I'm in the best shape I've ever been in my life, but I'm not peeled to where I need to be on stage for a glorified national show for my first show with seasoned amateurs working on, national, because it's a national qualifier too. It's a serious show. It's a terrible first show. So I'm not going to be where I need to be to realistically really try to win my classes next week. So I'm not going to do the show next week. I'm going to do the show on the 29th still, the South Central show in Louisiana. So I got 5 weeks now. My coach was fully prepared for me to yell at her, which I was like, no, I get it. I kind of had a feeling that we were there. So she's like, have a cheat meal tonight. No dessert. Don't think about bodybuilding. Eat whatever the hell you want tonight. Just no dessert. So, and we're readjusting the meal plan and all that good stuff. So after 6 days of zero carbs, I'm going to eat fucking McDonald's tonight. I'm eating some garbage ass. 2 hamburgers, extra pickles, extra onions, large fry, no salt. That will be my dinner later. I'm super excited to eat that garbage, horrible, I don't recommend you eat it, but I'm damn sure going to enjoy it type of food with some cold Heinz ketchup. It's going to be fan-fucking-tastic. It's going to be great. But we're going to be ready. We're going to be nice and peeled in 5 weeks and 39 days for sulfur. So reality is reality. It is what it is. I was kind of intimidated by that show because I've been told by many people that's a rough first show to go to that one. So it is what it is. We're doing it. Figured I'd let you guys know because a lot of you would be like, where's the pictures next weekend? So I will not be doing that show next weekend. I'm going to do the other one at the end of the month instead. So now that we got it out of the way, Legend Blue, my man's wearing the same fragrance as me. We're twins today. That's what I'm talking about. Interested in your thoughts on 212 New York? I bought it upon release, but I'll save my thoughts. Please do. Please do. Because I look, man, as 212 VIP dried down the other day, I really like that. It was okay in the opening, but as it dried and it lasted a long time, it's a fresh, kind of dry, powdered vanilla kind of like I actually really like it. A little bit of that vodka accord came in more as it dried, but man, I actually really like 212 VIP. So I was like, man, I'm buying more of these. So here we are. I bought more. Dior Homme 2020, excellent choice. So I've heard good things. I know EQ's hyped that one up pretty hard. I haven't tried it yet. Shiaka's a great one. Good to see you, sir. It is Thursday. Spice Bomb Night Vision EDT. Sorry I didn't wear it. It's technically a blue. I could have technically put that in for Blue Fragrance Week. Maybe next week I'll join you because I'm not doing a theme next week because there's other stuff I want to wear. I want to wear a Sola Soul. I want to throw Invictus Aqua 2018 in the rotation. I got it sitting there. I want to wear Nitro Red again. So I'm not really going to do a theme next week, but I'm sticking to my blue fragrances this week. But good to see you, my man. There he is. I figured you'd be here. Just left Burlington and got Cheapy Gold, Banana Republic Tuberose Overdose, Neroli Woods, and he got the new Tommy Vibrant Summer. This is a damn good fragrance. This is a damn good fragrance. I did wear it last night. And it lasts decent. I get like 6 hours. This is, like I said in my video this morning, which a lot of you haven't seen yet. It's not doing what I thought it would do. This is actually really good. This is like, as far as Tommy flankers, probably the best one I own overall. And I got, almost 2 handfuls of Tommy fragrances. I think this is the best one that's not the original. It's really good. I strongly encourage getting that one. Blind buy worthy for the $25. Good to see you, sir. Using all the emojis. I sure appreciate that, my man. Let's get caught up, Cody. Good to see you, YO Fresh. Really interested in the breakdown for myself, Le Parfum, when it comes out. That got announced. I didn't see that. I'm definitely interested. Good to see you, sir. Supremacy in Heaven. Definitely been enjoying my scent bubble today. It's a good one. It's definitely a good one. Replica by the Fireplace smells like a smoky burning woods, basically. A little marshmallowy sweetness, but I wouldn't necessarily say roasting marshmallows by the fire, but a little bit. But it's got this smoky woods accord. It's really nice. It's quintessential. When you're diving into the Replica line, that and why am I drawing a blank? Jazz Club, they're both must-tries. My favorites at the Barbers. But those two are like very quintessential. I feel like everybody should try Jazz Club and By the Fireplace. They're really, really good. They're kind of like the standard for that line. Mancera Intense Strapwise, a great choice. Funny, before live, I was watching your Tommy Hilfiger video, and you liked my scent of the day on IG, then the live started. Yes, indeed, sir. Wearing Red Tobacco, excellent choice. Oliver's Twist from Making Sense. Kix Griffey's in the house. Lilabo Santal 33. Kix Griffey approved. FW Wolfpack for life. I'm glad you enjoy it, my man. That's one of the few Iris fragrances that I just don't care for. Have some of my daughter's shirts that may fit. Haha, just playing. There you go. Polo Ultra Blue. I'm assuming it was Ultra Blue. Lodissi, the original. Great choice. All three smell amazing. Wearing test sprays of all three on my neck. Scent of the day, Kajal on 2. Good stuff. I sprayed Dahab last night. I got in the mood to spray that. I forgot how good of a tropical fruity fragrance that is. I think I'm going to wear some more tropical fragrances next week. I'm kind of in the mood. Like Isola Soul is very tropical, fruity, floral. It's kind of got me in the mood for some tropical stuff. Givenchy Gentlemen Only, basically forgotten and underappreciated at this point. Juniper, incense, woods, very clean, professional, everyday wear. Great fragrance that does not get any love anymore. Dan is smelling very classy. Chanel Platinum Ego East. I have the original Bahara Blue Latent Twist because I was looking into them. And when I saw this was like an intensified chrome, I was like, that's probably the one for me to get. The double blue, because I saw the blue was latent. And I was like, I don't want to go after something that smells like latent. When I saw like stronger chrome, I was like, what the hell? Because I wore chrome this week. It's literally right here. I just wore it 2 nights ago. Paradise Garden, great choice. Luxuriance, is that how you say that? From Cartier? I've never tried that. Bad Boy Cobalt. You're my hero. I love that fragrance. So we're right over 10 minutes. We're right over 100 people. It's time to get into a blockade. You, sir, smell incredible. Basically mango and pink pepper Aventus. Fragrance Fraternity, great live yesterday with Randy. Great picks, my man. It was good to see you guys on there. Glad that Randy's using StreamYard now. Now he can have people on. So now next time we do a decant swap, we can do it on Randy's channel. We don't just have to do it on me and Dedrick's channel. So Born to be Unforgettable. Dane, good to see you, my man. Sicily, still on skin from 8 a.m. this morning, 5 p.m. Eastern. So damn good in the heat. Sicily's a masterpiece. And I'm telling you, if you like that, aside from the one person that told Randy they didn't like this, even though they love Sicily, more than likely is how I'll say it. You'll really enjoy this. No, it's not. Okay, so it's not Dace. I wasn't sure. Cajun Caveman, you're in Louisiana, so I had to take a shot. I was literally just talking to Dace because I was filling him in on I'm not doing that show. Dace, a long time into bodybuilding and everything. So that's one of my childhood best friends. I grew up with Dace. So shout outs to Dace if you're watching. I don't know if you're in here or not. He knows I'm going live. I told him I was going live. Harriman Amber Oud Blue Edition. Paradise Garden. We got 2 in the chat wearing that. Great choice. Club de Nuit Sillage. Let me try to get to the bottom, and we're going to dive into this first one. Let's see. What's going on, Josh? Just leaving Rick's stream. So Rick was live. I'm sure Rick will make his way over here if he's done then. Midnight Voyage. Haven't worn that in a long time. From the Rivers Collection Cartier. So we got 2 of you guys wearing that one. What's the odds of that? I've never even heard of that fragrance. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm excited to have a cheat meal. I haven't had a cheat meal. Like on my high carb days, when I had high carb days, my cheat was one of those protein pancakes, and I would have my Chipotle bowl as my post-workout meal, which my Chipotle bowl is super healthy. Some of you have not heard it before. A lot of you have. So here it is. Brown rice pinto, double chicken, fajita vegetables, half a scoop of green chili salsa. I don't do cheeses. I don't do corn. I don't do guac. I don't do sour cream. I don't do none of that shit. All that extra fats and calories and sugars and all that. No. My Chipotle bowl is actually super fucking healthy. It's really good. Depending on my meal plan, I might be having that tomorrow. I don't know. If not, high carb day. I told her I'm cool with going back to what we were 2 weeks. Still doing cardio twice a day. After this, I'm going to do cardio again. We're still staying aggressive. Just the meal plan's changing because we have more time now. As you can see, I'm not depressed about it. It's kind of like a relief because it was like I was intimidated by that show. It's a bunch of fucking monsters gonna be on stage right there, and I am not a monster by any means. I'm flat and small right now. When I carb up, I'll be a lot bigger, but I'm not where I confidently need to be, where I could go on stage and say it's in the judges' hands next week, whereas in 5 weeks I will be. I don't need 5 weeks to be ready. I need more than a week. I need more than a week, but I don't need 5 weeks. I'm almost where I need to be. It's just it'd be pushing it a little too much, and it wouldn't be a pure confidence thing stepping on stage next weekend. It'd still be fun. It would still be great, but I'm not going up there to try to take last in any class. I'm going up there to try to win. I'm not doing this just to do it. So reality is reality, and I'm good with it. Sometimes reality's hard. Never tried that one. Thank you, sir. I've been working my fucking ass off, guys. I've never trained this hard and dieted this hard. And I've never been in this good a shape. I've never had abs like this. I've never had any of this. So, yeah, for sure. Thank you, my man. I appreciate the kind words, guys. You've been eating clean for a while. It's good. It's just one meal, man. It's one meal. If anything, I'm going to have a better workout tomorrow because legs was a bitch earlier. Kind of a rough day, too, because, I was going to be going into peak week without my dad. So that's a big deal for me, guys, because tomorrow makes 21 years since he passed. A lot of you know my dad was a competitive bodybuilder. This was a father-son dream kind of thing. Like, if there was ever something I wish he was here for, it's for me competing in my first bodybuilding show. You know what I mean? I wish he was here for us. So I kind of had an emotional morning going, but it motivated me to train legs because I wish he was here. And tomorrow's that day, the dreaded day of the year every year. RIP Old Swole tattoo, 5/24/03 when he passed. And his birthday's on the 29th. His birthday's next week. So it was going to be a rough peak week, so it kind of worked out for the best. It really did. I wish he was here, man. I really wish he was here. So, guys, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit because I'm so far behind and I want to get going. We're 15 minutes in. So I see you guys as I'm coming through. I'm slowly scrolling to the bottom. Dan, not the man. I see you, sir. Dominique, I see you. Maintain wearing Hawass Ice. Keith wearing Riv Gosh Vintage. Smells divine. Also having a Guinness at the same time. Will you go ahead with your bad self, sir? John, good to see you, sir. I'm catching you guys on the way down. Luis, I see you. Andrew, I see you, sir. Pushing out content like crazy lately. Thank you, sir. I stay on my grind. I stay on my hustle. Mandarina Duck Vita Loca, and I'm loving it. Glad I got a bottle. Yeah, it did sell out again quick. It's like 26, 28 bucks or something. And that's like, just like I said about this one in today's video, you see Vita Loca and you like coconut fragrance, just get it. Just get it. It's good. That's one of the best cheapies you can get under 30 bucks. No disappointment, man. Shout outs from Louisiana. You know, hit the Florida Leaf for you. You know, shout outs from Louisiana. Curious to know about the man I'm watching. Can you tell me some random facts about you? At the moment, no, because we're about to dive into this. In about an hour, sure. In about an hour, when we get to that point, sure. EQ, my man, good to see you, sir. Big rips to Papa Carlos. I appreciate that, my man. Miss Mine Daily, I'm sure he's proud. I hope so. I'm damn sure trying. Sitting in traffic, listening to the chat. Well, we sure appreciate you, my man. Yeah, it is pretty damn good. So on that note, let's dive into this first one. We're going with the freshest one that I believe to be here. Bharara. How the hell do you say that? It's Bharara. Bharara. It's kind of weird, right? But double bleu. And this presentation, because I did open it and look, they come with the refillable atomizer. It's actually a really nice presentation for what it is. I mean, I don't need the atomizer, but when I saw that, I was kind of impressed. Really nice box. Now, I don't know. I'm assuming this is a magnetic cap, too. I haven't touched. This is the first time I touched the bottle. No, I don't think it's magnetic. Seems like it could be. It holds well enough. Atomizer's lined up. Bottle's nice. Give it a spray. Ooh, big wide mist. I don't like the spray. Look how wide. Yeah, that definitely smells like chrome. If you like chrome, here you go. Ooh, it's deeper, though. It's deeper. It's richer, I think would be a better way to put it. Yeah, it does smell like chrome. What I read about is true. Definitely smells like chrome. But it's not as like scratchy. It's not as sharp and metallic. Maybe that's not what I mean to say. Not that it's not metallic. It's not as synthetic, I guess would be the best way to say it. It's not as unnatural and chemical smelling. It's not as much of that. Plenty of citrus, still metallic, watery, aquatic, shower gel kind of thing. Unmistakable chrome, but better. I mean, I literally wore it 2 nights ago, so my scent memory is very fresh with it. But if you have chrome, super redundant. I bought it knowing it's supposed to smell like chrome. I've read chrome on steroids, hyped up chrome, stronger chrome but better. It really kind of sold me what I was reading. So I was like, shit, let me give that one a try. What the hell? Let's pull up the notes. So I did go to Perfume Box's website to grab it because I'm damn sure not going to Trograntica to get it because Parfumo didn't have it to get the notes. So according to this, be prepared to delve into the fruity aromatic notes of bergamot, rosemary, pineapple, and lemon. Dive deeper with spicy floral notes of jasmine and coriander with ebullient woody musk bottom notes. I would say this isn't telling the full story because it's actually a very watery aquatic. Like this musk is probably a synthetic ambergris because it does give this shower gel aquatic, almost ambroxan-like kind of smell. And it's very metallic. Like I don't even know what to attribute it to for how metallic it is because when you read this note breakdown, or at least the way it's described here, it doesn't paint a picture of Azzaro Chrome. That's not Azzaro Chrome's note breakdown. But it damn sure smells like Azzaro Chrome. It's very metallic and watery aquatic shower gel. Smells like I hate to say this about Chrome because I think it's such an all-time great for what it is. But insert name of generic blue shower gel. Axe Phoenix, for example. Let's throw that out there. That's the main one I would think most people think when you say generic blue shower gel. It's kind of what chrome smells like. Obviously, I think chrome smells better than that, but it's an easy thing to paint a picture for you, is to throw that out there. Now, I do think Bharara, however you say this, double blue, is superior to chrome, but not so much more than that I think you need to buy it for, like right here, it's 57 bucks. You get a 200 ml for $9 more. Jeez. But I paid like 54, 56, right around this is what I paid for it as well from Fragrance. That's kind of going rate. If this has superior longevity, then sure, that makes it worth buying over a 100 milliliter bottle of chrome. But I've always gotten pretty good performance out of chrome. Chrome's like a 6 to 8 hour fragrance on my skin, like 7, 8 hours typically. But this does smell of a bit higher quality with the same scent profile. Like it's a dead ringer for chrome. And I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because I love chrome. I love talking about chrome. I love smelling all the chrome flankers. I want to try the new one. The new one, the Note Breakdown Azure, looks super generic, but I'm still going to get it when it hits discounters, and it's probably going to smell pretty good. Might not be the best chrome flanker. Might not be better than actual chrome. Might not be better than this. But it's going to at least smell pretty good because I like the base DNA. So much so that I was willing to buy this knowing it's just basically a higher quality dupe of chrome. And I ain't mad at it. 8 out of 10. I do like it. I think this is superior to chrome, but if you have chrome, you damn sure don't need it. Do not buy this unless you just really love chrome like that. It was more of a curiosity thing just to explore it. I wanted to try some stuff from this house. That seems like a safe play for me to get that one. So that's the thought process on why I grabbed it. I do like it. I do like it a lot. It's not as fruity as this Note Breakdown would make you think, though. With pineapple, not so much. I would say more citric than it is fruity. It's not all that sweet. Very metallic and shower gel heavy. Another one wearing red tobacco. Hell yeah. Newt, good to see you, my man. Torino 21. Sorry, Randy, in advance for hoarding 2 bottles. My bad. Newt, you suck. I think Ross is going to like this. I do like it quite a bit, actually. Smoother. It is smoother. It's not as sharp and synthetic. It still smells like chrome. When I say dupe of chrome, but higher quality. Abso-freaking-lutely. This is superior, but it's more expensive, and it's not necessary if you have chrome. We're going to put that right here for tonight because it is a blue fragrance, and it sticks right in the blue fragrance theme. I'm only wearing blue fragrance. The only thing that's not a blue fragrance that I wore this week is Boss Number 6. I wore that last night before last. It's the only thing this week that I wouldn't classify as a blue that I wore. I do like this. Good to see you, sir. Suspiro Vibrato, so good. One of the best citrus fragrances I've ever smelled. I agree. Scent of the Day is Mr. Burberry. That line is highly underrated. The latent twist, and it has the magnetic cap. So I'm guessing that is technically magnetic then. It seems like it could be. It just doesn't seem like a really strong magnet. Bahara King, which is also quite good. Now, look, if Don's really good too, I might buy the other ones. Like if this smells like a really good twist on Aventus, because I think this is the one that's like Aventus. It's either King or this one. I forgot. I might buy more. I'm down to explore more. Very troll dominant, hatred towards me, ruin my fragrance pages for my collaboration fragrances. It's a thing. That's why I try not to support them. It's unmoderated. It's a glorified subreddit. It's not the user base overall because there's a couple 100,000 people that's the user base, and 95% are good people on there to just, share their experience, and there are genuine opinions and thoughts on fragrances and get excited and stuff. But there's people that trash and destroy these fragrance profiles. And it's not just about me. It's a bigger picture than the bullshit I get. It's a much bigger picture than that. Just read through these things. You'll see people complaining about the just ridiculousness that goes on in there. Man, that's a very unique fragrance. And, that DNA that so far they've done really well with it. I'm curious to see what they'll do with a parfum. I think a parfum in that line would be the next route. Herbe Vives is great. The Eau de Parfum's arguably the best one because you add that DNA with some oak moss, kind of give it a darker earthy tone. But yeah, H24, the EDT is a beautiful, unnatural fragrance because it's weird metallic synthetic fragrance, but it's beautiful at the same time. Very unique. I love what Hermes does. They do really, really well. Well, this definitely has the oomph that Chrome may have lost that people speak on. This definitely got some oomph to it. Elysium or Sedley? Depends on the Elysium. If we're talking parfum, I would say that. If we're talking parfum cologne, I would say Sedley. If we're talking Eau Intense, I would say the Elysium Eau Intense because it's the most interesting of everything I just named. I think, anyways. Some people are like, oh, how could you say that? Sedley, you know? But all of them are good to me, Sedley and all three Elysiums. King smells slightly more masculine. Herba Pura. Okay, so that's not, this is the one that's Aventus then. Gotcha. Sophisticated Grizzly. Bahara Viking Dubai. Okay. You ever tried putting your favorite Bleu Freshie and acquired fragrance in the fridge? Nah, because that's a drastic change in temperature when you pull it out the fridge. And if you don't immediately put it right back in, it's kind of like having a fragrance in the car in the summer or leaving it on the dresser, on the counter in your bathroom and taking a hot shower. Drastic changes in temperature. You don't want to do that. That's going to make them spoil. So now if you're putting it right back right away, all good. But if you like pull it out and leave it out, it's bad for the fragrance. Herba V is much sweet, and I don't find it's all that sweet. I agree. Scent of the day, Bahara. Oh, that's a double type. I read that already. I understand. I wore that yesterday. That's my baby right there. I was in Selly's live stream last night. He's like, give us the skinny. I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, it's my favorite. It's my #1 fragrance. I love it. I hope more people, when they get it, are like, holy shit, it's my favorite fragrance too. I don't expect everybody to be like, this is my favorite fragrance in my collection. Like I am, but I'm telling y'all, this is my favorite fragrance in my collection. Juice level continues to drop. I'm going to be wearing it at least once a week moving forward until I get sick of wearing it and want to move on. Kara, good to see you. Invictus Parfum. I almost wore that this week. I might wear it next week because that could go in the blue fragrance theme for sure. Yes, sir. Tigar or Imagine. I'm not an imagination guy, so I would say Tigar for sure. I prefer the Tigar DNA. I sure appreciate that, my man. So we made it to the bottom. 125 in the chat. I appreciate you guys. We're going with the other Bharara. However you say it, Don, supposedly Aventus, or their Aventus anyways. I gotta say I like these bottles. I do. The label's very Mancera-esque, but they are their own unique, not unique shape, but they're their own thing. But the labels remind me of Mancera a little bit. I do like the matte black tone to this one. This is nice. I do like these bottles. And I typically don't like metallic on a bottle like this, but it works. Aesthetically pleasing to me. I do like the way these look. I'm probably going to buy more. The only thing I don't like is big, wide mists. This one's not as wide. Oh, yeah, that's Aventus. Wow, is that Aventus. I can tell you right now, better than Club de Nuit Intense Man EDT. Doesn't have the crazy sharpness. Fruity, smoky, not overwhelming black currant. I get the actual fruits outside of just black currant. So it's not like dark, like Supremacy Not Only Intense or Celerio Oros. That one's really dark too. Or Nitro Intense. That's really dark and leathery. This still has the freshness of what Aventus can be. This is really good take on Aventus. This is really, really good take on Aventus. I'm actually kind of surprised because you've smelled so many that smell like Aventus. It's overdone. I get it. I like trying all the different ones. Like I willingly knew this was Aventus and bought it. I always want to try the one that smells like Aventus. Greatest DNA of all time. Let's be honest with one another. Can you objectively say that there's not an argument for Aventus being the greatest men's fragrance formula ever? Because every manipulation, twist, turn, inspiration smells like, they always smell good and it's always a welcomed addition, but it's release fatigue for a lot of people. They're sick of it. I get it, but I'm actually here for it. Hence why I bought this in the first damn place. I spent over $50 on another fragrance that smells like Aventus. And this is a good one. It's got the musk going right away. I even get a little bit of rose out of this one. A little bit of floral, a touch earthy. It's not real leathery. It's not overly smoky. And it doesn't have a bunch of sweetness. But I get all of the fruitiness. I get pineapple. I get apple. I get some black currant. I get a little bit of smoke. I get musk. And I get this rich, slight, like thick rose. There's just a little bit of it underneath. Man, this is really good. This is a really good Aventus dupe. Clear as day an Aventus dupe. I tell you right now, this one's an 8.5 out of 10. We don't even need to look at notes yet, but 8.5 out of 10. It's great. It's really, really good. All right, let's try to not spell this wrong. I think I spelled it right. Yeah, I spelled it right. Bergamot, pepper, pineapple, cardamom, clove, pear, musk, patchouli, sandalwood. I get a smokiness here, clear musk. I smell rose, though. I smell rose. There's no rose, but I smell rose. A little bit. Not a lot. It's thick, though. It's the thickness. Clove? I would not have guessed that. Pear's interesting, but I get pineapple for sure. So that's why it's so fruity. Pear. I would not have guessed that. I assumed apple was still here because it's fruity. It's very fruity. And it's smoky. Where's my smoky note? It's not clove, huh? Because there's smoke. It's not overwhelmingly smoked, but there is smoke here. New release. Which one is this? Queen. Blossoms, lemons, solar note, lily of the valley, amber, caramel. Ooh, that looks like that would be good too. I like this one a lot. I mean, they don't have the smell like section filled out, but it's Aventus. 8.5. Telling you right now, it's upper echelon of Aventus clones to me. It smells closer to Aventus than this note breakdown dictates. I'll tell you that right now. It's not as spicy as you may think with cardamom, clove, and pepper. There's a little bit of spice, sure, but it's not like super spicy. There's definitely a little bit. And again, not overwhelmingly sweet, so I'm not surprised to not see a bunch of sweetness here, but it's very fruity. And like I said, I get smokiness here. I get rose. I'm surprised there's no rose listed. I get a little bit of rose. Thick, like Bulgarian kind of rose. Thickness. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to buy more fragrances from this brand. 2 for 2. I'm buying more from this brand. I've seen so many scent of the days in the live chat. I've never tried anything from them. So I was doing some shopping. I was like, what the hell? I was on FragranceNet. I saw they had them. Started doing some research. Which ones interest me? These two interested me. I'm wearing that tonight. God, that's so much better than Chrome. It's smooth. Chrome, but smooth. Slightly spiced, fruity Aventus. Still smoky, though. I don't know where to attribute the smoke, but there is indeed smoke that I smell. Let's get caught up on the chat. Wave Musk, great choice. Good morning from Dubai. Welcome. How about leaving the air conditioner on for a while in an average small room? Well, I mean, I keep my room climate control. I don't like turn the AC off. Like it's regulated. During the day, it's 73. At night, we put it on 69. Shout out to Joey. That's what we do. 73 during the day, 69 at night. It's always regulated. So it's always fine. It's not in direct sunlight. The blinds are angled up because I'm also on the 3rd floor. So they're angled up. They don't really shine on the fragrances. That's not UV light, those LEDs. So they don't affect anything. So everything's good in here. Acento Overdose I've never tried, but I love Acento. Got to get the Bronzo line by Dumont, their higher quality line. Dumont continues to impress me. I have another package coming from Perfume Box. I don't know if it's more Dumonts or what, but they're sending me some more fragrances for review. I don't know what they're sending, but I'm going to check them out and review them. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Why my texts are not going? What are you talking about? I did skip around earlier. Are you not seeing your own comments? I see your comments. Bleu de Chanel Parfum, surprisingly didn't become cloying in the heat. I've worn it in the Houston heat. It's not. You can wear that year round. Went pretty heavy on the sprays too. Much love, everyone. Yeah, you can wear that one in the summer. It's not as heavy as you might think. Chrome Aqua, great choice. I'm definitely open to it. I'd like to try it. I'm not like looking to drop $250 on a bottle, just being real. I've said it before, but I would like to see what she came up with. I'd be down. I should source out a decan because I only need like 2 ml. I just want to try it. Give my opinion on it, you know? Yeah, I'd like to try it. I'd like to see what Michelle came up with. Almost a genre in itself. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Naxos, great choice. Test, once again, I see your comments, my friend. Aventus is probably legendary status by now. I think it is. But again, I get why people are sick of it. I've debated on grabbing that one, Latafa Atlas. Bahara Blue is magnificent. Not redundant if you own Leighton. So it's different enough? Because I read it's similar to it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that because I love Aventus' DNA. Aventus has to be in the conversation, no doubt about it. I personally agree. With the West Coast McDonald's logo, I'm loving. I love your avatar. That's badass. That's a badass avatar. Haven't put my nose on Aventus. You should try the original. I talked about this last live stream, I think. You should definitely try it. Nosy neighbors in the house. How the hell are you? Hungry, I'm sure. Yes, sir, I am. Keep doing your thing. I appreciate you, Nosy. It's good to see you, my man. Best scent ever made. Even though the DNA has been around, I'm excited because Elysian Parfum Cologne is out for delivery today. Dan, you're going to like it. Oh, and you'll appreciate this, Dan. Hey, sent me, you bought the Green Glow 3s the other day. So did I. I'm not going to say how many, but in the last 48 hours, I kind of went a little sneaker crazy. And I didn't just buy a few. I had a lot of fucking sneakers coming in. A lot. Dan, we'll talk. Also, Fresh Soul and IG, I told him because that's one of the sneaker accounts. He sneakers in fragrances. And he was talking about, y'all seen the prices on GOAT? I was like, my man, I've been on GOAT for the last 2 days on and off. Yeah, I got some foams coming. I got some multiple different J's coming. I got some bronze coming. I grabbed the new Space Jam lows. I bought a lot of shoes, guys. Sneaker videos coming soon on the other channel. Sneaker videos are coming. So, because I got a lot of sneakers coming. I know you'll appreciate that, Dan. For those of you who don't know, Danimal, big time sneakerhead. Blessings all in the chat. Hope all is well. Right back at you, my man. So we still got 2 more fragrances. 69. Nice. Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to Joey. Don Cannoli is his nosy likes to call him. Pour un de Caron le matin. Long name by Caron. Awesome summer fragrance. I know Justin's a big fan of that brand. I would say it's in the 8 to 9 hour range in longevity for me. Hour and a half, typical kind of projection. Nothing crazy. It's not a monster, but it's present. It's a very present profile. It's one I would strongly encourage everybody to check out. I mentioned it towards the beginning of the chat. I think By the Fireplace and Jazz Club are quintessential for that line. Everybody should try those. Don't think my first one went through either. I'm seeing all the comments. I don't know what's going on. Bahara Niche Pour Home's pretty good too. So I'm gonna buy more. I like these 2. We're gonna get these into these 212 VIP flankers here in a second. Hundreds of dupes, horrible bottles, but would you consider trying one? I mean, I've never even heard of them. You are on Bahara. You need to try out Tequila Gold Pour Homme. Again, I've heard of that one. I've never looked into it though. Crazy J, Saved by Grace. Like the name. I just bought Tuxedo and I'm very excited to arrive here. I hope you enjoy it. It's hyped for a reason. It's good stuff. Trapoise and Provenzo Baron is like a mix of red tobacco and Carlisle. You have my intrigue. You should try the Viking line of Bahara. I own Rio, but a lot of people recommend Dubai. Greetings from South Texas. Let's see. Gods have blessed me. I can finally write in the chat. Welcome. Welcome to it. Yeah, man, have Green Glow 3. These are almost the blacksmiths. And see, I wear a lot of that mint green. That's why I was like, why don't I have those? Because I'm past that mindset of not wearing only OG colorways. I'm beyond that. Don't be wrong. I love OG colorways of the first 14. I'm a 90s kid. Of course, I herald the first 14. Speaking of, they're not coming out till next month and already below retail. Reverse Oreo 6s. Bought those a little while ago. 186 in my size. Below retail. They're not releasing for like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm sure they're going to be coming from China, but all of the Jordans come from China. But I bought them through Goat. I saw that and I was like, man, I'm not waiting for that to go back up to retail or better. I'm going to grab them now. Those look really dope. But point being, what I was going at was, man, there's so many great shoes that sit because they're not OG colorways. Those Vivid Sulfur 4s, I've been debating on grabbing those. The Wizard PE 3s, those are dope too. Yeah, they're kind of different from the True Blues, but who gives a shit? They look dope. Dope is dope when it comes to sneakers. So I've moved well beyond that. Got to be OG colorways. Don't get me wrong, love the OG colorways. Wore my Cherry 12s yesterday. But man, I'm beyond that, man. If they look good, if they're clean, they're clean. End of story. About 20 pairs of sneakers. You don't know how many I got. I used to have a lot more. But sneaker game's gotten pretty strong again over the last couple of years. But it used to be way stronger. Hundreds and hundreds of pairs. So disappointed I couldn't get Paradise Garden. Yeah, I don't even think it took 24 hours, my man. That shit goes quick. People have been waiting on it. Good to see you, sir. Creed Himalaya. And Sarah, Melody of the Sun. Anyone absolutely loving this new Tommy Summer? I am. I wore it last night. It's phenomenal. The type of air conditioner I have is the one you place in the window. Both windows are covered black paper shades. Oh, so you're good then. Greetings from Switzerland. Good to see you, sir. Okay, so I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, guys. Just get right here to the bottom because I want to dive into these two. Good to see you, Dennis. You're now visibly getting leaner from stream to stream. Yeah, I'm dropping every day. I lost a little over a pound in the last 2 days. Certain hard work and pain. Atelier des Soeurs Blanc Polychrome. Awesome summer stunner. Always shows up on Amazon for about $24 as dupe things you can't find dupes of. Now, I'm a sneaker snob. OG colorways only for me. And look, a lot of people are like that, and that's why certain J's, like there's a bunch of Jordan 1 high OGs that before they even release, they're 50 or $60 below retail. Like the lattes that are coming out next week, they're already like $45 under retail. They're clean as hell too. I'm debating on getting them. I saw Nightwing's video today. I saw his video and they do look good. The materials look good. It's debating on getting them. That's what I'm saying. And look, I respect it, Josh. I get it. I understand it. But there's an abundance of guys that feel like you do. And that's why stuff like that's able to sit and drop in price. So guys like me that are like, it looks clean to me, can grab that shit way under retail, even from a resale site like GOAT. So by all means, tell your friends, OG colorways only. Y'all have a meeting and talk about it. Y'all don't want none of the non-OG colorways. What's going on, Oos? Good to see you. Small business loan. Yeah, for sure. Need them bread. So I told y'all at the beginning of the year, this is a big sneaker year for me. A lot of great releases and then bucket list stuff I've been wanting to get, but tons of great releases this year. Tons of great releases. The second half of the year, holy shit, Jordan Brand's getting a lot of money out of me. Holy shit. Well, mainly GOAT. I always just buy from GOAT. I don't even bother with the sneakers app. But man, there's a lot of heat coming out second half of the year. Yeah, I agree. I don't follow the OG colorways only or high tops only. I wear mids, lows, same. It's clean is clean. So with that, speaking of if it's clean, it's clean. I love New York, 212 VIP black. I don't know what to expect. I'm just taking a shot on it. I don't even remember the notes on either one of these. I just know I saw them. I like the original, so I'm going to give it a shot. Here we go. 212 VIP. I love New York. I do like the bottles and their magnetic caps. Let's go right here on the lion's face. Good 2 sprays. Give that a second because I did like drench the lion's face. So there's a lot of alcohol there. It smells really pleasant out in the air. Coffee note. Definitely a coffee note. Coffee and fruit with a little touch of spice, but coffee. Got to have some coffee note in here. Pretty nice. You have to like coffee though. It smells like like a medium roast coffee bean kind of thing, like Arabica coffee or maybe some Colombian roast or something like that. Been drinking a lot of coffee lately. Black coffee in the mornings. Donut Shop Dark. 2 packs of Sweet and Low. A little touch of lactose-free, dairy-free, sugar-free powdered creamer. Just like a little pinch of it. So it says straight up coffee scent. You got to like coffee. If you don't like coffee, you damn sure won't like this. I'm good with it. There's my coffee note. Wow, look how awful. It's only 3 ratings, but 4.8 out of 10. I couldn't even tell you if I've ever seen a rating that low on here. It ain't bad. This ain't a bad fragrance. Come on, buddy. Whoever voted that, that's a little harsh. Black pepper, cardamom, grapefruit. There's a little bit of spice, sure. Absinthe. That's why Randy doesn't like it. I can tell you right now. He didn't say he didn't like it, but seeing that tells me he don't like it because it's probably going to dry into some absinthe. Randy does not like absinthe. Cinnamon, lavender, rosemary, coffee, Haitian vetiver, musk, vanilla. I get spice. I get coffee. It's that simple. A little bit of a cream. Not much. A little bit of creaminess. I don't know what to attribute it to other than maybe the vanilla, but it's not like a heavy vanilla smell. It's not amazing. It's not better than the original, but it's not a 4.8. I think it's like a 6.5 better than good. It's a kind of a generic coffee scent, but it's not bad. 6.5. I think it's better than good. It's above average. Just it's not in that very good territory. It's not cracking 7 out of 10 for me. Super situation. I got to be in the mood to smell like coffee. Maybe in the morning with breakfast, you know. Solid. It's not special, though. Pass if you don't want to smell like coffee and spice. Pass. It's not the best coffee fragrance I've ever smelled, but it's not a bad fragrance at all. Let's be honest. I'm not going to wear it often. I'm really not. I'm going to shelve this until the fall. This probably won't even get touched for a few months. It's not a bad fragrance. It's just not in season. And it's not special. But it's solid. Not a safe blind buy unless you just love coffee fragrances. For being a coffee fragrance, it's a solid coffee fragrance. Yeah, better than good. 6.5 out of 10. Sticking to my guns on that one. Nothing special here. I don't have any similar ratings. Halloween Man X. No, this is better than that. I get the relation. That I would relate it to that. But Halloween Man X is way more synthetic and cheap smelling in the opening. Now, when Halloween Man X dries, it gets way better. But the opening is super cheap and synthetic. You got to get through, at least for me, I got to get through the opening. After I get through the opening, let's say 30 minutes, Halloween Man X is great. I would take this over Halloween Man X. It's a little bit more, $50 range. But he's not wrong, whomever this is. Bodamike. He's not wrong. You can get away with that. They do smell extremely similar. I'm not arguing with him. I'm just saying I think this is a little bit better, but not so much better. I ain't mad at it. Let's see where we're at in the chat before we dive into the next one. They got a lot of heat coming out, man. A lot of heat. I want them Wolf Grey 12s, the Legend Blue 11s. They got a whole bunch of stuff coming that I want, man. Whole bunch of stuff that I want. So we're Extreme the other day on a blind buy, and I think it's pretty good. Spanish coffee all day. That's what I drink. Can't help it. How are you, sir? Bois 1920 Sushi Imperial. Never tried it. $5 super chat from Vishnu. Appreciate that, sir. Have you tried Pacific Chill Clone? No. I have it in my cart from Fragrance Buy. Next Fragrance Buy order, which will be within the next week or two, I am buying it. I am absolutely buying it. I do have it in there. In fact, I'll show you guys what's currently in the cart. I have 2 currently. I want to get Jardine exclusive. Dedrick's turned me on to it, and then Coastal Breeze, Luciano. So I do have those both in my cart currently. So, and I have cookies turned on. So they stay in my cart for a month. It ain't going to be a month for me to buy this. I'm going to add more stuff to the cart. Probably get Montal Infinity when it comes back in stock. They had it. Now it's out of stock again. I'd like to get that. That looked really good, like cherry and all kinds of craziness. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get it. I appreciate the super chat, and we will probably do an unboxing here live. It does lean feminine. It's sweet cream caramel. Smells amazing on her. It's not that it's too feminine for me. It's that it makes me want to eat caramel. So I don't want to, like, I don't want that much caramel on me. I like caramel in a fragrance, but as a supportive note, not the main note. It smells great on her. She's been on a caramel fragrance kick lately. The best affordable coffee fragrance, I think, honestly, Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo Signature, you're going to pay around $40-ish. It's got kind of the sweetness of Eros with a soft leather and a nice coffee accord that stays throughout. Good performance, above average performance, high compliment factor in my experience. For me, under $50, $50 range and lower, Uomo Signature from Salvatore Ferragamo is the one I would go after. That's the one I recommend. Signature Citrine here in Oklahoma. Good to see you, Clinton. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into the last one. 212 VIP Smiley. Take the time to smile. All right, then. Let's see what we're working with here. Bunch of smiley faces with one main smiley face in the middle. So let's see if this is any better than the coffee fragrance. Good spray and a half. That's all we should need. That's more centrally focused around the vanilla of the original. I get vanilla right away. That's actually a really good vanilla, though. Nice and creamy vanilla. Some kind of strange, something fruity aromatic here, but not overly sweet, but vanilla dominant. Creamy, vanilla dominant. Smooth. It's a soothing vanilla smell. I like this. This might be my favorite fragrance of this haul. I would say my number 2 is Double Bleu. Chrome on steroids. Maybe it's my number 1. I don't know. It's pretty damn good. No, it's my number 2. This is good. This is really, really good. I like this a lot. I've never heard anybody speak on this one. I don't watch most people, though, except for some of my friends. And even then, it's mainly live streams. I do watch the occasional video. I watch Justin's videos and stuff like that. Never seen him talk about this. Probably never will either. That's beautiful if you like vanilla. Let's pull that up. What's going on here? I don't remember these notes. Talk to me. 7.1 out of 10, 4 ratings. Blood orange, ginger, orange blossom, Madagascan pepper, lavender, sesame absolute, sensual skin accord, caramelized almond, Haitian vetiver, vanilla. It is very vanilla dominant. You hear me? Very smooth, creamy, not loads of spice. Like this ginger has to be creamy. This vanilla, creamy. Caramelized almond has to add creaminess because it is a very creamy fragrance. Doesn't have anything for similar to. There's a touch, just a little touch of spice. But that blood orange must be that kind of odd fruitiness that I was picking up. It's not like a zesty orange like blood orange typically is. It's not real dominant. I think the creaminess here is what's making it come across more of a sweet fruity note than a zesty sharp orange note. Because blood orange, like I said, typically like a spiced zest kind of orange, especially when you have stuff like pepper right along with it. It's simple. It's very straightforward. I don't feel like it's going to change and nuance much. I feel like what I'm getting now is what it's going to be the whole way through. I think it's going to be a very linear scent if I'm getting sweet, smooth, creamy vanilla from the start. Not real powdery. This is a smooth, easygoing, laid-back, sensual, sweet vanilla fragrance. I like this a lot. I like this a lot, a lot, a lot. 9 out of 10. This is immediately one of my favorite vanillas, especially designer. Like I'll put this, and this might blow some of your minds. I'll put this above a vanilla like Mercedes-Benz Club Black, where that's an interesting fragrance. That's a I've touted that as the best vanilla for around $50. The best affordable vanilla. I've said it many times. This rivals it for me. This is up there with that. This is a more simplistic fragrance than that, too. That's got more nuance and more going on for it. Spice is settling a little bit more, but it's not drastically changing. 212 VIP Black Smiley. Under the radar vanilla gem. If you like vanilla, this might be something to look into. Gotta like vanilla dominance, though. Smooth, creamy, lightly spiced vanilla. I love it. I think it's my favorite in the video, in this haul. I like it over Bahara Double Blue. That's my number 2, because this one, 9 out of 10. This is an outstanding, affordable vanilla. What'd I pay for that? Let's go to FragranceNet. The code should still be in. It is not in. So let me go add the code real quick. What was the code? Is it that? Yes. So anybody wondering the code, let me put it up. Any of you that are looking for the 37% off code for FragranceNet, GPG7P, 37% off. I had to look it up. Retailmenot.com. It's always the easiest place to find the code for FragranceNet. But that is not what I paid. I paid less than that, huh? No, 85. It must be what I paid then. Yeah, it came in tester box. That must be what I paid. Let me look. Let me look at my confirmation email for my order. That must be what I paid. It's the most expensive one in the haul, then. I just buy shit all the time, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I'm constantly reinvesting back into this channel. Yeah, I paid 85. Paid 91 for I Love New York. Really? I didn't realize I paid that much for those. I paid $176 for the 2 VIP fragrances. Shit, I thought I paid closer to like 50 or 60. Bahara Double Blues, 57, same as it is on Perfume Box, and Bahara Don was 56. I dropped $310 from FragranceNet. I guess I was looking at the bottom line. $300 that's low end for my fragrance hauls. So I guess that's why I didn't look at it individually, but this is really good. Maybe higher than some of you want to pay. I get it. Because you'll be like, I'll just get Club Black. You're not wrong there. They're not the same vanilla, though. I like this a lot. 9 out of 10. That's smooth shit right there. My wife's going to dig this one, too. That's really good. Let's get caught up on this chat. Sorry about that. Oh, speaking of the Bloodline 12s, we're getting those instead of the flu games. Speaking of, I'm glad you brought up Roman, your cousin. The Bloodline 12. The taxi flips, I got the royalty 12s that's gold instead of the little red jump. I'm too redundant. The only way I'd have bought those if they were the actual taxi 12s. They look cool, but too redundant of a sneaker to what I already have. But the Bloodline 12s that are coming out spring next year, instead, because we were going to get the black and red flu games, but they switched it, and they're all black with the little hits of red, and they're called the Bloodline 12s. Oh, my God. Any of you that haven't seen those, they look like Nubuck as well. Let's pull them up, any of you sneakerheads. Bear with me, guys. I know y'all here for fragrance, but some of you just got to see this. Who is it? Sneaker. No, let's just do this. Let's just do Bloodline Jordan 12. They should come up. Here we go. Hype Beast. No, I don't want to sign up for anything. But these. Look at that. It looks like like it could be a nubuck, possibly, or it's some kind of. It's not typical leather, but blacked out with the hits of red. The Bloodline 12s. What? Count me in. Buying those. Even if I got to pay a little, sometimes I pay over retail. Shit happens, but I'm buying those. That's a non-OG colorway that's worth getting right there. The Bloodline 12s. Whew, man. Jordan 12 Bloodline expected to release January, so not spring, so January. There you go. So there's my birthday present from me to me. The Bloodline 12s. Roman Reigns shoe. It's how it's going to be touted since they're calling it Bloodline. Yeah, getting those. Would you put it above SBE? What's SBE? Type it out, my man. No clue. I think so. I don't think it's too masculine, even though there's spices here. Yeah, you could totally rock this, Kara. Absolutely. I don't think it leans masculine at all. Club Black's way more masculine than this. Wait until you try the men. VIP 212 men. Are you on the list with no to passion for? I already have it. Check out my Carolina Herrera fragrance haul video from 2 days ago. And then my follow-up shorts video 3 hours after it was drying down on my hand, because I like to dry down a lot more. But yeah, I talked about it in the last couple of days, my man. I have it. That's what spawned me to buy flankers. Oud Wood. Really enjoy Smiley. Just wore it over the weekend. Another line that makes nice clones is Joe Milano. Game of Spades line. Hope you're doing well. Was wondering when the winner of the decant samples might be announced. So I do need to do that. I forgot about that one. I'll do that after this. I'll do a comic picker after this. Spice Bomb Extreme. Bro, thank you for the great content. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We hit an hour. We got them covered. We'll hang out for a few more minutes and chat. And then I'm going to eat my cheat meal. I'm excited. I see I got another message from my coach, probably the new meal plan. So when I unlocked my phone, I saw I had a message from Lacey. So we'll see what's up with that. Looking to purchase for the first time Dylan Bleu. I hope you enjoy it. It had to grow on me. I didn't like it at first. Now I love it. I think it's one of the greatest like shower gel blue fragrances ever made. No, I'm not doing both. Cheat meal, not cheat night. Cheat meal. Austin, good to see you. Yeah, no cheat night. It's going to be a cheat meal, my man. Lex Lego Creations. Hi from Quebec. My English is not perfect, but I like your channel. Good work. Well, thank you very much, Lex. I sure appreciate that. Anybody have anything before we go? Dan, you want to talk some more sneakers? Dan, if you got a minute, you want to jump on? You want to come hang with me for a minute? Been a long-ass time since you've been on the channel because I got a little bit of time, man. We're just a little over an hour. Kick it for a bit. How about this? I'm on Messenger. In our conversation. I'm going to send you the link real quick. If you want to jump on, man. Any of you not familiar with Danimal? That's unfortunate for you. You're about to be in for a treat if he jumps on. Love Dan. Got to hang with Dan last year for the launch event for Royale XXX we did in Chicago. Dan's my workout buddy. Me and Dan have a lot in common. The gym, sneakers, fragrances, food, my guy. So it's there if you want to jump on, Dan. Yeah, he's going to jump on. Okay, cool. Yeah, come jump on, man. Come shoot shit with me. Enjoy your meal. I'm sure you're back to the grind. Man, I'm absolutely. So the one of the pluses to this, because I wasn't going to be able to do True Novice for the South Central show, because you can only do True Novice once. It's your first show. You're a True Novice. So I was going to be using that on the really, really, really hard show. So now I'm able to do it on the smaller show where I got a much better shot of taking first in my class. And just, it's not going to be monsters going for nationals. It's going to be a lot more people my speed probably that I'll be competing against, because it's not the first time. I'm not some ridiculous physique for this is the best my physique's ever been in my life. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not delusional. I'm not delusional. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, if you don't know the meat, you're about to get to know the meat.
Man. Hey, what's up, brother?
How are you?
Good, man. Good. I'm just here in the car again. My second home.
So he likes to live stream from the shower, from the car, and from his bed. Oh, and sometimes the back room where he works. That's usually the 4 locations you'll see Dan on Joey's live stream. One of those 4 spots.
Yeah, man. I just took some pre-workouts. I'm waiting for it to kick in. I'm here at the gym parking lot.
I was about to ask if you were heading to the gym, because normally when you're in the car, you're either to or from the gym.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah. So what you training today, man?
I'm something this split where it's like shoulders and legs. But it's not a full leg workout. So I'm trying to do like I was looking at different like routines and things. So it's like, with like the leg extensions, I'll do that like on a press day, like on a like a chest something day, and then for like the curls, that's gonna be like on a back day. So just kind of doing some calves, some secondary legs, and some shoulders. Kind of because I've tried those full like leg and shoulder workouts, man. That's a killer. Like by the time you're done with legs, you're like, what do I have left for a full shoulder workout? You know.
Well, today was a full leg day for me, but on Mondays I do back, hamstrings, and calves. So I get it.
Ah,
So I do RDLs and lying leg curls and then just standing calf raises. So it's just 3 leg exercises, but a
yeah,
full back workout. The main part's the back workout, 5 exercises. So I get it. Splitting it up like that, absolutely. Because like my split currently, it's back, hamstrings, calves. The next day is chest and arms. Then I'm off Wednesday. Then I got a full leg day Thursday, which was today. Tomorrow's chest and back. And then Saturday's delts and arms. And I mix in abs twice a week. Like I usually split them
yeah.
up. Like I did abs Monday, and then I'll do abs again tomorrow. So Monday, Friday, typically.
Right.
Which isn't nothing crazy. It's hanging leg raises, superset into the ab wheel. 3 sets. Nothing crazy. Because it's about intensity, not crazy volume at this point, you know?
Yeah, man, and it's I don't know when I was like younger, like I would I was like, and I'd still do I try that shoulders and full leg workout, and I was tiring then. So I'm like, now it's like I got to split it up because otherwise that second workout's going to be just like half-assed, you know.
Trust me, I get it, dude. I get it. I've been running on fumes too lately, man. I'm so
Oh
excited to eat
man,
some calories.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Are you going to get a double quarter pounder? Or are you going to stick with the?
No, two hamburgers, extra pickles, extra onions, just a little basic, little small burgers with the diced onions. I like a
Yeah.
shitload of because I can't have onions. It's not my meal plan. I don't know why. I never asked,
Huh.
but I can't have onions. But tonight I'm having them. And then
Yeah.
a large fry, no salt.
Yeah.
I always get it with no salt because they overdo it.
Well, when you diet, you know what the hardest thing is? Like, well, obviously the diet, but it's just like when people like, I'll try to eat clean for a couple meals, and here and there I'll throw something in that I want. Maybe not necessarily like a pizza, but I'm like, I always give a lot of props to guys that do compete because man, it's just hard to consistently go weeks and weeks with just eating clean. Like, no, I mean, yeah, you might throw something once in a while in, but it's not, you know.
Well, I don't mind doing the clean eating. Like I was telling my coach earlier, because she was asking if there's any specific carbs I want her to work into the new plan she's working, because I can go back to eating carbs. We're going to go back into a carb cycle. And I told her I'm good with the jasmine rice, oats, and blueberries every day. I can do that shit every day. I'm no problem with that. I said the only thing I request was what I do on my high carb day. If we could work those Kodiak protein pancakes in there a little more somewhere, that's the only thing I request, outside of it. And that's a little bit of sugar, but it's like whole grains, fiber, whey protein, low fat. It's good. And I eat the fake syrup. I eat sugar-free syrup.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's good.
I don't mind the clean eating,
It's good that you can still have like the ghost and the rise, because man, when you have no like fuel like that to keep going, it's like you need something. Yeah, you can't just run on protein and like greens. It's not gonna work. You need something.
And then, dude, that's been every meal has been lean protein. My fats are only at the beginning of the day and the end of the day. It's a whole egg and ground beef on the bookends of the meal plan each day. Everything else is super lean turkey or chicken breast with spinach in every meal. There's been 0 carbs because the spinach, you burn more calories trying to digest the shit than its actual caloric value. Just like broccoli, it's the same thing. That's why it's the choice for when you're cutting, because it's just filler food. It does nothing,
Yep.
No real value. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get by on that. Like it's been rough. I'm really energized because I get to eat some carbs. Like I'm just excited to eat some carbs, because I was dead this morning. Like this would have been, I was debating on not streaming because I was not feeling it. And then when this kind of took place to change things up, it kind of rejuvenated me and refocused me.
Yeah, man. I can imagine the energy level because you train hard and you're like running on fumes. It's like,
it's been wild, man. It's definitely been wild. Andrew, good to see you, my man. I hope you have a great rest of your day as well. I'm sure we lost a few people. I'm sure we're going to lose a few more because we're talking working out and stuff. Right. Not everybody. Most people were here for the fragrances. I get it,
Well, speaking of, I'm excited about the Elysium finally coming in. I smelled it so long ago, man, that like I smelled it first and then I got the clones and I haven't revisited it. So I know it's going to top any clone that I have of it just because, it's from the outset, from the initial spray, it's going to be great.
Well, here's the thing, because the argument will be, oh, but the clones last way longer. Yeah, they crank up the oil concentration and all that. But when you put them side by side, if you tell me any of the clones smell better than Elysium Parfum Cologne, you're just telling me that because you're convincing yourself.
Yeah.
That's how I really feel. And look, I'm not saying there aren't people that really do feel that way, but that's how I feel about it, because when you put it side by side, there's that magic that I always speak of.
Right.
real. You're gonna get it. Yeah, it's not gonna last as long as the clones. They're not cranked up oil concentrations, but it's the experience is better to me.
Right. And case in point too, like yesterday I was visiting one of my friends and he has a Ventus. He's not a big cologne guy, he has a couple bottles of stuff, but he has a Ventus and I haven't smelled the original in a long time. So I'm like, hey, can I spray this one? So of course he's like, cool, whatever, go for it. So I spray it, give it a couple seconds, I smell it and I'm like, see, that's the difference. Like right away, it smells complete, it smells good. Sure, Club de Nuit Intense Man is great for what it is, but it's like you have to get past that opening. This is pleasant from the start. It's not like you're not dealing with anything rough around the edges. It's just, it is what it is. It's
when it comes to Aventus specifically, there's tons of great ways to smell like it. From niche companies, even there's some niche companies that I would say do it better. It's a taste thing. I like the way that's done more than the original, but that's one of those fragrances. I say it all the time that everybody should try it. Just like Elysium, everybody should try Elysium and Aventus, just so they can understand what all these companies are trying to do. Why they're trying? Why is everybody wanting to make Elysium and Aventus? Because they smell that good. Smell the originals, the quality ones.
I had to scold him a little bit too, even though it's his fragrance, because I went over and it's like in the bathroom, like, bro, it's like cooking in here. What are you doing? Take this, put this in another room. It's just, it's not some cheapy roasting in there. It's,
it's maturing.
Yeah.
Maturing.
Sure. Yeah, man. But no, this haul looked like it was the Bharara stuff's good. I mean, like I told you, I have that latent twist. It's not exact. I mean, it's latent, but it's like a twist. It's not exactly latent. Like it's not going to be the Woods collection or Amber exclusive Blue, which are trying to get pretty damn close. It's not that. So I don't want to say it's not redundant because you definitely you'll know it's latent, but it's different a little bit. So it's if you like these ones, like kind of how Chrome was smoother or something like that.
Yeah,
I think it'd be worth a shot.
Blue is definitely smoother. I like it more than Chrome, but if you have Chrome, you damn sure don't need this.
Right.
Dead ringer,
Yeah.
It's good though. I'm wearing it tonight. It's nice and smooth. It's you can tell it's deeper. It's gonna last longer, I think.
Yeah. Well, when I was at it was the mall a couple of weeks ago. Well, a little longer than that. And I was smelling fragrances, the ones I wanted to get, which still I'm like, how you ponied up for Pacific Chill because just they were awesome and you were there at Louis Vuitton.
The experience was the reason. If they wouldn't have, given me that experience, I probably would have just held off. But I was like, if I was ever going to do it, I need to buy it from them.
The one that's why I felt like, I know Imagination gets a lot of hype, but I've never smelled it before. I've heard about the clones, and when I went there, I think I actually give credit to Rick because I was talking to him one time backstage, and he was like, we're talking about Louis Vuitton. He's like, yeah, all their hits. He's like, Imagination. He's like, it's one of their favorite, one of their best. And I'm thinking, my knowledge as far as Louis Vuitton at that time was Ombre Nomad was like, like the hype train and sure, Afternoon Swim. So when I smelled it, I was like, man, I like this a lot. So that's one of the ones where I have a pretty close clone, but at some point I might pull the trigger. So that one was great. And then I also Initio Musk Therapy. That one's just like, I know there's clones of it, but they don't smell like what I smelled when I smelled the Initio. And it was very like, you smelled it, right? Musk Therapy, Ross?
I have. I did in one of those blind smelling rates we did on Andrea's channel in Chicago. She had snuck it in on me, and I kind of poo-pooed on it a little bit. On paper, it was very bland and plain.
Right.
It opened up on skin after, but I gave it a 4.5 on the test strip.
Out of 10. That's out of 10, yeah.
Yeah, but it was on a test strip, though. It wasn't opening up. It felt really, really flat. It was really basic.
Right. When I sprayed it on me, because I did spray it on skin, it was like, it was weird. It was like very, I guess, utilitarian, but there's some magic. Those fragrances that are clean but have a little bit of magic to them. That's what I felt like. I was like, man, this is good, but it's not boring. And maybe on paper I would have thought different too. But I was like, so I might have to pick that up in the future. And I got to be selective.
Certain fragrances that'll get you like that, where you smell it and it's like, it's nothing special, and you go on about your day with it on, and you're like, damn, I really like this.
Yeah,
it's actually really good. Sometimes you just got to spend some time with it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited. I ordered that Coastal Breeze too, so I've never smelled the original.
Probably next week.
Yeah, and I've never smelled the original, but I'm just gonna go off of it. That's sometimes either I smell the original, and then I'll go with the clone because of maybe it's just not in the price range I want to spend, or I smell the clone and I'm like, damn, I gotta get the real deal now and see what it's about.
The real deal's really good, man. Because even though I had a great experience, if I didn't like the fragrance that much, I wouldn't have spent over $300 on the damn thing.
Yeah,
for a fruity fragrance. It's not like it's some crazy like. Never in the world have they done this kind of DNA before. It's a fruity tropical fragrance. It's just for what it is really damn good. And that's why I want to see how good this Luciano clone is, because if it gets pretty close, I'd like to be able to recommend it to people, because it's hard to say, go spend $330 on this fresh fragrance. It's hard to say that to people, even if I really believe it's worth checking out to the point to where I bought it at full retail. It's still hard to say, nah, save up and get it. You know, I'd like to find a good alternative for it. So that's why I want to check it out. I'm hoping, high hopes it's really good, you know?
Me too, man. Because I know you love your blues, and I like blues a lot too. I think my category or genre, if there is one for like the fresh or the warmer weather stuff, is like that. Like when I smell it, like something like maybe like Pacific Chill or Coco Loco or Virgin Island Water or Set Sail St. Bart's. I like those kind of scents, especially being out here in the high heat.
Yeah. So. Well, you can eliminate the coconut right away. I don't get much coconut out of it. It's a lot of fruits.
That's okay. It doesn't have to have that kind of really tropical vacation vibe type of thing.
It absolutely is. I've had it for a couple of months now, and I refuse to wear it until summertime hits, because it's such a summer fragrance. I'm so seasonal. Yeah. I look at it this way. Some people would say, well, just wear whatever, whenever by having that size collection. But I feel like having the structure is a better method for having this ridiculous amount. Like if I have a very specific structure to how I do things, more things have an opportunity to get worn this way versus just, I want to wear this today. Yeah. If I have a little bit of a plan, it makes it a little bit better for me, I find.
I'm there with you too. Like one of my top fragrances, which I can assume, I think is yours too, is Your Own Parfum, right? DHP. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I love it, but I can't wear it any time here. Could you imagine walking in here just choking myself and everyone else out? Just
dude, I wore it last summer, 2 sprays, just because I wanted to wear it, and it was overwhelming at 2 sprays because it's summertime. It was a terrible move, but man, I smelled great. It was just too much. It really was too much.
Yeah, I sprayed my 70 because I have the 75 ml and the 100 ml, and it's like the 75 is the one I got first a couple years back. So I sprayed it this past year. And I was like, did this get stronger? Because I'm like, damn, it's like nuclear now. I mean, not that it ever wasn't, but it's just, I was like, holy shit.
Because mine's like 5 years old now. It was 2019. I bought the bottles, the 75 mLs, right before they discontinued the 75 mLs. I bought them, $115 a piece. I bought 2 bottles off of 1 spray. I bought it blindly, sprayed it, immediately reached out to Kushik before Vinba existed. So you got any bottles left? He said, I got 3 left. So I'll buy another one. So I bought 2 of them, $115 a piece. So glad I did. But now, to your point, I used to do 4 sprays and it was crazy. I can do 2 and it's crazy now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's what I did. I didn't do a lot. I think I did
the last 2 times.
Yeah, man. I sprayed it. It was a night. Went to dinner and a little like work event thing, and it was earlier in the evening. And then I'm like waking up, like in the middle of the night, and I'm like, damn, this pillow is like fuming with DHP, and it's like 2 sprays. That was it. So, but no, man. When it comes to I don't want to like jump around all over the place, but when it comes to sneakers, man, I'm really looking forward to the 3 and the 4 releases this year. There's like the 4 Fears. I think the Black Cement 3s are coming out. I think it's white or the gray.
We got some Reimagines coming. We got all kinds of stuff, man. It is just like it's ridiculous with the fragrance releases this year. It's even worse for sneakerheads. There's been heat drop after, no matter what silhouette and brand you're into, there's been heat across the board for everybody. Because I follow a lot of sneaker pages and stuff too, and just like people that are just like we're in the fragrance pages, my fragrance pages. I follow people that they're the same thing but sneakers, sneaker influencers. And yeah, man, it's like I see all these drops, even if I'm not interested in them. I'm like, man, those are dope. Like if I had unlimited funds, the sneaker collection would be outrageous. None of them would get worn though, kind of like how the fragrances just sit. It's the same thing. No matter what you into, abundance limits the use,
Right. I almost like on that same token, because I have a pretty big collection, nowhere near as yours as far as fragrances, but a couple hundred, and it's just like
you got a hell of a sneaker collection though.
Yeah, those are a lot of those too. And I'm like, I'm always like, when someone asks me to do something, I'm like, yeah, I need opportunities to use this stuff. I don't want to just sit here like it's a museum. I actually want to, have it be functional. So
yeah, for sure. And the crazy thing is, being into fragrance and sneakers, believe it or not, the fragrances will last longer. For anybody watching, most of the time your fragrances won't spoil like your polyurethane midsoles will crumble.
You're right.
Your 3s and your 4s and your 5s, after so many years, them shits start falling apart. Other stuff will get sole separation, but those polyurethane midsoles, they don't last.
Damn. Yeah, you're right. I remember seeing videos on that. And I'm like, how common is this occurrence? And damn.
From what I understand, they seal them different. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it used to be like really bad stuff from like the 90s and 2000s. Those releases, they would fall apart after like 7 or 8 years. Not that bad anymore.
When it falls apart,
I stayed away from like the first like 7 or 8 J's. I stayed away from them for a long, not the ones, but like 2 through 8. I used to stay away from them because they were all polyurethane midsoles.
I've seen those, like they fall apart, looks like a sponge almost inside, like just that yellow whatever. Yeah,
because it sucks up the moisture. So wearing them will prolong it because of the glue pressing and everything. You want it because if they just sit, they'll rot. If you leave them on ice, dead stock, they rot.
See, I was gonna ask you because I heard that too. Like if you wear them, it's better for them than, and that's is that why? Because the glue,
it fights the sole separation. Because what's going to happen is that glue is going to cure and seal differently versus just sitting there and never having weight, pressure, and heat. They need weight, pressure, and heat so that glue can really cure for your soles to your midsole. Because that's where you really get the sole separation, is stuff that people hardly ever wear and they just kind of have. That's where that shit falls apart.
I have some of the. Do you remember a few years ago, maybe 2-3 years back? Let's say about 3, when those white cement 4s came out.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pair of those that I haven't worn them because I'm like, the price is like at least doubled. But I'm like, I don't really buy to resell. So I was like, if that's the case, I better start wearing them because I don't want them to separate or figure out if I'm going to sell them.
You need to, especially with those, because those polyurethane midsoles, you want to start wearing them. You want to have them compress and everything.
Yeah, man.
The longer you wait, the more likely you're gonna have some issues sooner than later. Stuff like that, you don't want to leave dead stock long. Newer stuff like the modern materials and stuff, sure, that shit's different. It's a lot of plastics and stuff, but not the retros. The retros, they built different. They don't last the same.
Okay, I'm gonna have to make a decision soon. Then if I'm probably gonna keep them. I'll probably wear them. That's why I buy them. I don't buy them to
wear them tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
There you go. Slide that box out when you get home.
On a side note, I know you said you got probably that coastal breeze coming in next week. The sunset swim, I think I smelled, because I have that and the North Stag Quattro, and I can't tell which one I like more because they're both great. So I'd say if you're already full on, afternoon swim clones, cool. But I think that one's really, really nice too in that same line. So
I'm interested in checking it out too, because I just love afternoon swims DNA. Quattro is so good to me, man. I love Quattro. Yeah. It's basic, but it's just so bright and uplifting.
Yeah. This one's gonna be afternoon swim. I think Quattro has a stronger orange blast or mandarin, but I think you'd still appreciate this one if you get it. I'm not telling you because I know you have a lot of hauls and things going on. So
and I'm always buying hundreds and hundreds every week. I spent $900 this past week on fragrances.
Damn, but it's part of the job. So
but I do though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's see, Sunset Swim, because I know that one's pretty popular.
Yeah,
and $1, it's nothing crazy.
I even bought that California Vibe one, which I've never smelled California Dream, but I just like the smell of that one on its own.
I don't recall smelling California Dream. Now Orage, I do like. I'd like to get a bottle of the real deal. Orage, I like that one a lot.
I got get my nose on that one. I haven't smelled that either. But
if I'm gonna drop that money on another Louis Vuitton, them shits are so expensive, man.
They are. I have a clone of L'Immensité, but I don't know if I'll buy the real deal because I like it. It's like a lighter. I don't want to say a lighter Tigar. It has hints of that, but other stuff too. So it's like
it's more bergamot than anything. Like the citrus in it's more bergamot than it is grapefruit. But I see what you're saying because it's ginger and all. It's very similar.
Ginger, that's what's in it. Yeah.
It's very similar to Tigar, just different citrus, basically.
Right.
It's not as spicy.
It's diet Tigar. No.
Kind of. In a way, it kind of is. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I got several of the L'Immensité clones as well. L'Immensity from Alexandria and a few others. They're pretty good.
Yeah, man. But I'm looking forward to it. I don't know which I want to pick up Must Therapy, and then we'll see whatever comes up. It's hard because I have a large collection too, so I want to be selective. I don't buy a ton of, this might be cool. Like I really want to like it, love it,
Oh yeah, what I do is wild, and then there's a method to it. It's a write-off. It's if you ain't writing shit off, don't buy like I buy.
Right.
Don't do that. I would not recommend that. Yeah. So
I want to say me and Joey are around the same, like not exact same number, but in that same vein of
Joey's got several hundred now. So he's like 500 or something like that.
That's where I'm at too, right around there. I remember I was at 5 before I bought a lot of recent purchases. So yeah, I'm gonna fucking Yeah, I mean, I do wear it. It's just, that's the thing too. Even though it's still crazy and I'll never, who knows how much you're gonna get through. The reason I got into the whole fragrance thing too is because I was like, what's something I can enjoy every day? I can't wear the Jordans every day if I'm going to work, but I mean, I can wear generally unless I'm a maniac. I go spraying like crazy, which I don't. When I go to work, I'm conscious of what I'm wearing. I can enjoy something like that every day. So that's how I got into it. I was like, what can I enjoy every day, right? So.
Oh, and I have a surprise for you. I forgot to tell you. So me and Dedrick are going to Mania next year. It's in Vegas. So I'm going to be in Vegas next April. You're freezing. You froze. I don't know if it's my end or your end. Can you hear me? Yeah, you're completely frozen. I'm looking on YouTube.
I hear you now. I got a little robotic for a second.
Back. Okay, so I don't know if you heard what I said. I'm going to be in Vegas in April for WrestleMania. Me and Dedrick are going to WrestleMania. So I will be hitting you up.
I'm down.
Because I'm going to be there for 4 days. We're doing the full WrestleMania access both nights. We're going to be there for 4 days, 5 days.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we'll hit it up, man. And if you guys want to go to the Fashion Show Mall here, which is the main mall with the
I need you to show us the spots, man. I've never been to Vegas,
Yeah. Hell yeah. So, that's where all Saks is, Nordstrom, all that. So we can go in there and, Neiman Marcus. So if you guys want to do some sniffing.
Definitely got to hit the gym. We definitely got to on there.
Yeah. We'll do all that.
You're Planet Fitness, right?
Yeah, Planet Fitness and LVAC. I have, which is Las Vegas Athletic Club.
That's what I'll buy a week pass or some shit.
No, I got the black card, so I can just.
Then you could just give me the pass, then. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Man.
Heidi used to have the black card for it, and I would just go with her whenever she wanted me to go with her.
Yeah, man, I got that. We'll do it that way. Just have to spend any money on that.
Hell yeah. Because I wanted to tell you that, because man, I had a blast when we got to hang in New York. I mean, in Chicago. So I forgot to tell you that I'm actually coming to your spot.
Yeah, man, hell yeah. Yeah, no, that was great. And then it was cool because I know how I am about working out, how you are, so I knew that was a no-brainer. But I was surprised Stefan, made it each day when he was here with us too. I was kind of
that was great to have Stefan training with us, man. I didn't think he was going to be that into it. Stefan was in.
Me too.
Training hard as he could.
Right.
He was training
not that he doesn't do active stuff. He likes to play basketball, but obviously it's not lifting weights. Yeah. And he was into it. I was like, nice. So it was a nice little surprise.
But he was keeping up with us, and he normally doesn't lift like that. He was sore as shit. Uh-oh, you're freezing again. Yeah, man. It was cool. It was a good time. No. Well, Dan, we're about to hit an hour and a half. I think we're gonna go ahead and shut it down, man. I'm glad you jumped on and come spend a little time. It was good to see you.
Oh, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, man. It's always fun talking fragrance and footwear and all that.
Absolute pleasure.
Thanks for having me, man.
Man. Anytime you have a little time, you're always welcome to jump on, man. Like I tell everybody, when it comes to my friends, once my topic's done, any of my friends can jump on.
Right. And usually I'll stay on some type of course there where that's not going to become anything crazy. So
it's all good, man. All good in the hood. Dan, I hope you have a great workout, man.
Thanks, man. I'm tingling, so it's time to go.
that beta alanine's done hit. Go get your workout in.
All right. Thanks for having me, bro. I'll see you later.
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah. Right.
Danimal, ladies and gentlemen, dear friend of mine. I love that guy. That's my boy. Can't wait to see him. I forgot to tell him I was coming to Vegas. He lives in Vegas, obviously. So I'll see him next April or early May, whenever Mania is going to be, because me and Dedrick are going to Mania next year. So shout outs to my tag team partner in the FWO, Dedrick Hicks Jr. Subscribe to Dedrick Hicks Jr. So guys, I know I've been kind of leaning away from the chat because I had Dan on. We lost some people. We gained some people. People are in and out. We're around 80 people. I figured just random conversation that wasn't just centered around fragrance. We'd lose a few people, but it's all good. It was great to see Dan. We talk all the time. I just haven't had him on the channel or been on stream with him in a long time. So shout outs to Dan. I appreciate all of you come and hang out. As far as these fragrances, I'm very impressed with them, except for I Love New York. I saw Randy had asked, does it remind me of Polo Red Parfum? No, I did see the absinthe note. You weren't here when I said, oh, that's why Randy doesn't like it. I can tell you Randy's not going to like it because of absinthe. I get coffee and spice. A little bit of absinthe, but not crazy. I don't get much Polo Red. I could see why you would. I understand the relation here, but not so much because I like Polo Red more than this. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. I think for what it is, it's better than good. I don't think it's a terrible fragrance. I just don't think it's special. It was my least favorite of the bunch with 212 VIP Black. Smiley getting a 9. This is a beautiful creamy vanilla. Oh, God, that is so good. Beautiful creamy vanilla. This is easily my favorite. Double Blue being my second favorite, basically just juiced up chrome. And then this is actually a really good Aventus clone. Like really good. That spice is settling in more. That spice is making a lot more sense now. All those spicy notes, the clove, cardamom, and pepper, it's way spicier. It's less, it still smells like Aventus, but it's definitely a spicy take now. It's the twist has set in. This is a really good one too. So 3 out of 4, really good. 1, okay, better than good. Nothing special. But I appreciate you guys coming and hang out. I do have more fragrances coming in. We'll do some more fragrance hauls. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Check out my rack store video of Tommy Hilfiger, Vibrant Summer from earlier this morning if you haven't yet. And if you'll excuse me, I have a cheat meal to go eat. Y'all have a good one, guys.